The Secrets of a Centenarian, a deep dive into the world's blue zones. You may have heard of something called the blue zones. These are 5 regions in the world where people regularly live to 90, even 100 years old, and they do it without fad diets or fancy supplements. Their secret, the food they eat every single day. In a world obsessed with biohacking, superfoods, and cutting-edge medical technology to extend human lifespan, the most powerful secrets to longevity might already exist. They are not found in a lab, but in a handful of isolated communities around the globe known as blue zones. What are blue zones? Blue zones are specific regions of the world identified by researchers where people live significantly longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives than the global average. These are not just places with a few elderly residents. They are hotspots where reaching the age of 100 is a common achievement. And those centenarians often remain active, sharp, and fully engaged in their communities. The concept was pioneered by National Geographic fellow and author Dan Buettner, who, along with a team of demographers, scientists, and anthropologists, identified and studied these areas. Their work was built upon earlier demographic research and has since become a global movement to apply these longevity principles to modern life. There are 5 officially recognized blue zones. 1. Okinawa, Japan, home to the world's oldest women. This island culture boasts a diet rich in leafy greens, soy, and Okinawan sweet potatoes. Their strong social networks, called moe, provide lifelong emotional and financial support. 2. Sardinia, Italy, specifically the Barbagia region. This highland area has a concentration of male centenarians. Their lifestyle is characterized by physical shepherding work, a diet of whole grain bread, beans, garden vegetables, and a famous glass of Cannonau wine, which has 2 to 3 times the level of artery-scrubbing flavonoids as other wines. Number 3. Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. Residents here have the world's lowest rates of middle-age mortality and are more than twice as likely as Americans to reach a healthy 90-year mark. Their longevity is attributed to a strong sense of purpose, plan de vida, a diet of fortified maize and beans, and constant physical movement through daily chores. Number 4. Ikaria, Greece. This Aegean island has one of the world's lowest rates of dementia and middle-age mortality. The Icarian diet is a classic Mediterranean one, full of potatoes, olive oil, and herbal teas. Life is slow, with regular napping and strong social connections. 5. The Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda, California, USA. This religious community lives an average of 10 years longer than their fellow Americans. Their longevity is linked to a Bible-based diet of grains, nuts, legumes, and plenty of water, a 24-hour Sabbath for rest and reflection, and a tight-knit community that doesn't smoke or drink alcohol. Despite their geographical and cultural differences, these regions share common, powerful lifestyle traits that researchers believe are the true drivers of their incredible health and longevity. Why are they called blue zones? The name Blue Zone has a surprisingly literal and academic origin. It began with a circle drawn in blue ink. The story starts not with Dan Buettner, but with 2 Italian demographers, Johnny Pez and Michel Portlang. In the early 2000s, they were studying longevity in Sardinia. To identify the villages with the highest concentration of male centenarians, they meticulously combed through municipal birth and death records. As they identified the clusters of longevity on a map, they needed a visual way to mark these areas. They reached for a blue marker pen and began drawing concentric circles around the confirmed villages. Within these circles, the life expectancy was remarkably high. Pez and Boulang began referring to the area inside their blue circles as the Zona Blu, Italian for Blue Zone. When Dan Buettner and his team at National Geographic began working with the demographers to expand this research to other parts of the world, they adopted the term Blue Zone became the brand name for their project and the identified longevity hotspots. It was a simple, memorable, and visually distinct term that stuck. So, while the color blue is often associated with tranquility and health, which is fitting, its selection was ultimately a practical choice by researchers wielding a blue pen. The common thread, the Power 9. Through their research, Buettner's team distilled the lifestyles of all blue zones into 9 evidence-based common principles, known as the Power 9. These are the true secrets behind the longevity. 1. Move naturally. The world's longest-lived people don't pump iron or run marathons. They live in environments that constantly nudge them into moving without thinking about it. Gardening, walking, and doing household chores. 2. Purpose. Knowing why you wake up in the morning is worth up to 7 extra years of life expectancy. 3. Downshift. Blue zone populations have routines to shed stress, whether it's praying, napping, or enjoying happy hour. 4. 80% rule. A Confucian mantra, Hara Hachi Bu, reminds them to stop eating when their stomachs are 80% full. 5. Plant slant. Beans, lentils, and greens are the cornerstone of most centenarian diets. Meat is eaten only rarely. 6. Wine at 5. People in most blue zones, Seventh-day Adventists being the exception, drink alcohol moderately or not at all. 7. Belong. The vast majority of centenarians belong to a faith-based community. Denomination doesn't seem to matter. 8. Loved ones first. Centenarians put their families first, keeping aging parents and grandparents nearby, committing to a life partner, and investing time and love in their children. 9. Right tribe. The world's longest-lived people were born into, or consciously chose, social circles that supported healthy behaviors. Conclusion: blue zones are more than just geographic curiosities. They are living laboratories of human health and happiness. Their name, born from a researcher's marker, has come to symbolize a proven pathway to a longer, more vibrant life. The lesson from these regions isn't about finding a magical pill or exotic fruit. It's a holistic lesson in building a life filled with purposeful movement. A plant-based diet, strong social connections, and a calm mind. A recipe for longevity that is accessible to us all. Hope you enjoyed our video. For more such videos, like and subscribe our channel and share with your loved ones. Take good care of people and environment around you. Plant a tree, even if you see the day of judgment imminent. Saying of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who also said, don't waste water even if you're sitting next to a running stream. Stay blessed always.